Hi, and welcome to Coin Chief. Whether you're new or a returning subscriber, thank you for being here. I put out crypto news 5 days a week, and I also put out crypto explainers and how-tos on the weekend. In today's stories, Cathie Wood of ARK Investments says that if public companies put approximately 10% of their money into Bitcoin, the price could go up to $400,000. The amount of Bitcoin held by public companies is up 400% in 12 months to about $3.6 billion. Are crypto miners to blame for the current lull in prices? Anthony Scaramucci calls the Gamestop investing craze a proof of concept for Bitcoin. There's a new Canadian Bitcoin trust gone public in Canada. Of course, price action. And a new feature I'd like to start adding, a meme of the day. Now, the first clip I'm going to play here is about a 60-second clip of an interview from Cathie Wood of ARK Investments, where she goes over some price points for Bitcoin, that if public companies invested between 1 and 10% of their funds in Bitcoin, what price points could be. So, all right, let's have a listen.
Well, if companies in the S&P 500 were to put 1% of their cash into Bitcoin, that would increase the price of Bitcoin by $40,000. Today, it's close to $30,000. So that's more than a double right there. If we saw 10%, of course, that would add 400,000. And I just told you, MicroStrategy has put
Bullish.
all of its cash in. Perhaps
Very,
emerging
very bullish.
markets will be faster in terms of adoption. But we have been very surprised at how quickly this has happened in the United States. Institutions are going to have a significant impact on Bitcoin's price. We're seeing all kinds of evidence today.
So I think that says it all. You heard her there. She said if they put only 1% of funds into Bitcoin, that means a $40,000 increase from where we're at now. That means from $30,000 to $70,000. And if it goes all the way up to 10% of public companies putting their funds in, that's $400,000. So we'd be looking at a $430,000 Bitcoin. Now, I'm not saying that this could happen this year, but this is huge bullish news for Bitcoin. And in the next piece, we have reason for Bitcoin's dump. Miners realize profits since BTC hits 42K. From the article, Bitcoin has been in somewhat of a slump over the past few days as the price doesn't seem to be able to kick off and reclaim the previous highs. One possible reason for this could be that the Bitcoin miners have been realizing profits since the price hit its all-time high at $42,000, according to the CEO of cryptocurrency analytics company CryptoQuant. Data also shows that there are many investors sitting on the sidelines waiting for a clear market direction. Now, just my personal opinion, I can't say that I blame them. The only reason you get into mining in the first place is because it's a profitable venture. Continuing from the article further on down, Ki Young-ju said, Bitcoin miners position index hit the 8-year high. They've been moving an unusual amount of Bitcoins lately. It seems they're continuously realizing profits since 42K. This is one of the reasons why I keep my bearish bias. And you can see it here. There you go. That's the miners position index, yet one of seemingly never-ending data points in crypto. All right, continuing from the article, there's also people are sitting on the sidelines with stablecoins. On another note, it also appears that the amount of stablecoins sitting on exchanges right now is at an all-time high. According to CryptoQuant, there's around 4.16 billion in stablecoins on the sidelines. And in news that I just couldn't get away from, and before I get into this piece, if you're not familiar with the situation that's going on with GameStop stock and the Wall Street bets on Reddit, I'll link a separate article that explains it a little bit better. But long story short is that, pun intended, I guess, is that the fine people at Wall Street bets on Reddit figured out that there was a lot of shorts against GameStop, and basically they started pushing the price up, squeezing folks out of their short positions, and there's just not enough stock to go around. So the price, those shorts having to sell, just push the price higher. Anyway, to the article titled GameStop Investing Craze Proof of Concept for Bitcoin Success, says Scaramucci. From the article, Skybridge Capital's Anthony Scaramucci said Wednesday that retail investor-led stock surges for video gaming firm GameStop suggest Bitcoin will ultimately be a success. On Tuesday, a volatile trading session, largely driven by a campaign by members of the Reddit forum r/Wall Street Bets, saw GameStop GME jump 92.7%. I believe it's up way further than that today. Trading of the stock has been halted multiple times in the last week as price spikes triggered market protections. After Elon Musk joined the fray, tweeting GameStocks, shares rose 50%. Of course they did. Anytime Elon Musk says anything, it immediately gets bought by everybody. The gaming stock is now worth $10 billion and classified as a large cap stock, according to Bloomberg. Scaramucci said in an interview with Bloomberg that this strong individual trader market action is proof of concept that Bitcoin is going to work and should be taken seriously. He suggested that decentralized investor activity is similar to the fundamental concept behind Bitcoin, while mobile-based and low-cost trading are democratizing formerly insular markets. How are you going to beat that decentralized crowd? That to me is more affirmation about decentralized finance, he said. In early January, Skybridge launched a new Bitcoin fund, saying its exposure to Bitcoin was already worth $310 million. Now, my own personal take on this is I find it interesting that the Wall Street types are a little upset that normal people manage to cause hedge funds to lose millions of dollars. Now, it's interesting that it's okay when hedge funds and those types of organizations can put out bad press releases on a stock or a company or whatever, cause people to sell, and then they can benefit from that. But when normal people do the opposite, it's a problem. So, and in further news, we have news of a new Bitcoin trust in Canada going public. Following in Grayscale's footsteps, new Bitcoin trust goes public in Canada. Canada-based investment manager Ninepoint Partners has launched trading shares of the firm's Bitcoin trust on the Toronto Stock Exchange. According to an announcement today, Ninepoint has completed an IPO for its Bitcoin trust for 230 million Canadian dollars, or roughly 180 million US dollars. The investment firm said it would be issuing 3 different classes of 17,990,491 units at a price of $10, more than 7 million of which are available for trading on the Toronto Stock Exchange under the ticker symbol BITC.U and BITC.UN for US and Canadian dollars, respectively. Ninepoint co-CEO and managing partner John Wilson referred to the move as the largest IPO of a Bitcoin investment fund in Canada to date. The firm said the trust would have an annual management fee of 0.70% of its net asset value, calculated daily and paid monthly. We believe our institutional quality trust structure and lowest management fee of any listed Bitcoin investment fund in Canada will be a winning combination for continued investor interest, he said. With this initial offering, we are laying the foundation for the success and growth of our digital asset group. Like Grayscale's funds in the United States, Ninepoint said its objective was to expose new investors to digital currencies like Bitcoin. A fraction of the size of Grayscale, with the reported Canadian $7 billion in assets under management, the investment firm said it would not be exploring selling shares of the trust in the United States. So there's some news for my Canadian viewers. I know there's roughly 3% of my traffic comes from Canada, so there you go. And for my UK audience, I know there's a few of you out there as well. And I don't think this is specific to the UK. This is probably all developed nations, probably I would estimate have similar numbers. And I find the same thing when I talk to people that I encounter in my daily life as well. But survey finds 31% of Brits are crypto curious but lacking information. And from the article, a recent UK-wide survey on attitudes toward cryptocurrency shows that almost a third of respondents are curious about investing in digital assets. However, of the 31% who expressed an interest, 62% have held back because they do not understand the market, and 43% say that they do not know a safe way to buy crypto. Of the 14% of those surveyed who had already bought cryptocurrency, 13% claimed to have no prior investment experience whatsoever, while 23% considered themselves novices in the field of investing. And like I said, I think this is a fairly widely held. It could probably applies to every country out there. And really, these kind of numbers are why I started this channel, and I think it has some upside to it, and why I'm trying to spread the word of crypto. So moving on. And in a bit of a correction from previous news I reported, I believe yesterday, the article from Cointelegraph says faulty data. Grayscale didn't liquidate massive amounts of XRP and stellar lumens. And quoting from the Grayscale spokesman to Cointelegraph, they quote, "None of the Grayscale investment products operate a redemption program. The net holdings of our investment products only change as a result of inflows from the private placement, price of the underlying assets, and accrued management fee. Statements about large sales of underlying assets by any of our investment products are false and inaccurate. Any perceived large decrease in the USD value of Grayscale XRP Trust would have been a result of decrease in the USD price of XRP." And the irony of this is probably this false news may have driven the price of XRP down, but hopefully it bounces back if that's the case. And if you were harmed by it, I'm sorry for you, but thought it should be put out there. And in prices, we're still showing in the red on most assets. Bitcoin is at 30,796.64, down about 4% in the last 24 hours. Still sitting at 63.9% Bitcoin dominance. Ethereum is at $1,263.20, down about 4.5% in the last 24. Polkadot is at $15.78, down 4.73%. XRP is at 25.2681 cents, down 4.84%. Cardano is at 32.1893 cents, down about 4.82% in the last 24 hours. Litecoin is at $123.79, down about 6.5% in the last 24. Chainlink is at $21.98, down just under 2%. And as always, USDC and USDT are both sitting at $1 and have not moved. That's a joke. And for our top gainers for the last 24 hours, the top gainer was Elrond at $54.85, up 13.65%. 0x is at 60.67 cents, up 11.62%. Uniswap is at $15.34, up 12.31%. Voyager token is at $1.03, up 10.65%. And Phantom is at 7.974 cents, up 10.45%. And in our biggest five losers of the last 24 hours, we have the biggest loser is Engine Coin at 35.94 cents, down 16.67%. Curve DAO token is at $1.82, down 14.03%. Near Protocol is at $2.04, down 13.76%. Theta is at $1.97, down 12.76%. And Sushi Swap is at $7.15, down 12.55%. And finally, for my crypto meme of the day, this is an old meme, but it's a current take on it. I like this one a lot. I got a good laugh out of it. My buddy Joe Marty shared it with me. It's the old poking the stick, come on, do something. And I feel like this is what Bitcoin's going to do. I feel like it's coiling up for a something big over the next few weeks. And you see it jumps right on the stick man's face, like old, what was it, Alien movies. And that's what's going to happen, especially if somebody's trying to short it or bet against it. So that's my prediction. I give it till the middle of February. If you made it this far, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the content, please subscribe for more like it. I put out lots of news 5 days a week. I also have a lot of tutorials and how-tos planned, so stay tuned for those. If there's anything you'd like to see covered, please drop me a comment. And until next time, I will see you.